Good morning, everyone. It's Lonnie. We're in the shed. I guess you can see right over here. It's getting a little crowded. There's Rodney Dangerfield way up there. If you want to know where all that stuff came from, watch the last video before this one, and you'll see. I'm gonna have to work on that stack first. I could definitely list this stuff here today. That's a bunch of Wizard of Oz dolls, and then I can test this and list it, test this and list it. I ordered beta tapes last night to test these two machines with, but I'm certainly going to test these today. Also have a pretty good many orders to get out today, so let's go ahead and pull those. Nice variety, all the way small to big sales. So let's get started. Okay, I have a Battlefield 1 game for Xbox One. Sold for $3.99 plus ship on top. All right, the next thing I'm pulling is this Canon toner cartridge. Got it at a church sale this past weekend, and paid $8 for it. Got $59.99 plus shipping on top for it. Great flip. There's also a note attached from the buyer. Let me guess. I'm gonna take a quick guess that the note says, I might be wrong. I'm gonna guess that it says, please don't include a packing slip or invoice or whatever. They probably won't say it's a gift, but they might. Let me see what they say. Please ship ASAP. Please do not include an invoice. Hurry up, no receipt, please. I sold a deck of cards. Let's see, sets A is what I'm looking for. Oh, why do I not label these boxes better? That's not it. I don't think this could be it. Yeah, that's A. I'll put it, it's on top of the box. I'm looking for some Lion King cards. That's Beauty Beast. That's like Hunchback of Notre Dame. Oh, here we go. I think this is them right here. Yep, that's got to be it. Lion King Series 2. Lion King Series 2. $6.99 plus shipping on top for these. All right, if y'all saw the last video, I picked up a bunch of big box PC games, which they're all right here and up here, just chock full of big box PC games. But I also had some tabletop games in that lot there, and I mean, I paid $30 for all that stuff. So I mean, it's almost free, not quite. Maybe this costs, you know, pennies. But yeah, I listed this, and I listed a little bit lower than some others, just because I didn't inventory it and it didn't look as complete as some others I saw. So instead of listing each individual part, I just took it all, spread it out on the table, and I said, here you go. That's what you get. And I asked $59.99 plus shipping on top for it, and I got it very quickly. So that is an awesome sale there. It's Airstrike and Air Superiority. And I think Air Superiority is the original game. This is like another game, and then this is like a module for Air Superiority, I think. Alrighty, I sold some shoes. Sold these Adidas Air Superiority high tops. They're fairly modern. I think they're from like maybe 6-7 years ago. But I got $44.99 plus shipping on top for those. And it came in a big lot of shoes that I got 17 pair for 60 bucks. So my average price per pair was like $3.50, I think that works out to. So I'm thrilled with that. So I haven't even listed all the shoes yet. This is the second pair I've sold from that lot. First pair from that lot I sold for $40. And then this pair I sold for $45. All right, y'all see this bench? When I bought the bench, I paid full ask for it. I think it was 100 bucks. But before I did that, I stacked a bunch of puzzles and a few games on top, and I've sold like I think that this will be the third thing I sold from that. But anyway, yeah, I took those puzzles and games and stacked them on top of the bench. I said, look, I'll pay what you're asking for the bench, but will you throw that stuff that's on top in with it? And he did it. So by the time it's said and done, the stuff I threw on top will pay for the bench. All right, I sold an autograph card. I'm not sure which binder it's in. It might be the other binder. As a matter of fact, I think it is. These are a lot of autograph cards and costume cards, things like that. And this one is a fairly cheap one, if I can find it. Oh, I see her now. This is Lex from, what is this? Lex Dan Parsons autograph. I think that's must be his artwork. Oh, Dan Parsons autographed it, and I'm still not exactly sure. Still not exactly sure what that is from, to be honest. Some of y'all in the comments will probably know, I'm sure. But yeah, that's sold for $7.99 plus shipping on top. Okay, I've got a few Lego sets down here. And these Lego sets were selling really fast, and then I got down to a few that were a little stickier, which are these. Oh, there's a fin. Which fin is it? Oh, I might have a few. This one has like a little tear across there. I'll have to look at the listing and see what it looks like if I have more than one. If I don't have more than one, then they're getting this one. Looks like that's the one. Hopefully I disclose that blemish on the packaging. Let me take a look at it real quick. Surely, well, doesn't show on that view. It shows there. Do I mention it? Say new and sealed box. Box has a good bit of wear. Hopefully that covers it. Okay, the same day that I picked up that other Xbox One game that I picked out earlier, I picked this one up. I picked up like, I don't know, I don't remember how many. Oh, you know what? This might have been the same time I picked up a bunch of Spyro games. Y'all are going to see those in a minute because I'm going to pull those from the other account. But yeah, I got $3.99 plus shipping on top for this Star Wars Battlefront game. All right, I think I put it over here. This was I remember, like, as soon as I looked it up, I was like, yeah, because I thought it was going to be better than this, but it just wasn't. This is a Microsoft ergonomic wired keyboard. Oh boy, I really don't remember. It was like $3, $4, something like that. And I sold it for $12.99 plus shipping. Not such a great buy there, but at least it's sold. At least I don't have to look at it anymore. All right, this shirt is going out today. This is that Boy Scout shirt that y'all, if you may have seen the video from yesterday where this got auctioned off. And yeah, they pay pretty quick. $202.50 plus shipping on top. So that's a good one. On the other hand, the sash here that ended at $911 and some change. I sent a payment reminder for this last night, and I haven't heard anything back yet. Haven't gotten paid, so it's about to enter the unpaid item thing. So yeah, I'll keep y'all updated on that, see what happens. I felt good about it when the auction ended because they had like over 500 feedback, but and maybe they'll pay. Like I'm not saying anything bad about them, but it ain't looking good because it ended on it ended Friday night, and it's currently Monday morning. No pay, no message, no nothing. So, but hey, 10 minutes from now they could pay, and tomorrow I'll be saying, hey, I'm shipping out the sash. So we'll see what happens. I have my, I'll remain optimistic, but expecting disappointment if you can somehow do both of those at the same time. Alrighty, I sold a Superbook. It's in one of these cases like this, I think. It's going to be one of these. It's not going to be an Explorer. It's Joshua and Caleb, I think. Yeah, here it is. This one right here. Got these Superbooks really, really cheap at a church sale, and I've sold through a ton of them. I'm doing really well, although they've slowed down now. Yeah, this one sold $13.99 free ship, and it'll cost $2.75 to ship that. All right, I've got a Spyro game going out. I've already shipped one, and I have these 4 left, and I sold, which one? I just looked at it. Eternal Night. All right, Eternal Night for $14.99 free ship. Yeah. Okay, I've got a little basket of vintage Star Wars from back there that I got a really good deal on from my guy. I think this might be this one right here on top. Looking for VS11, and here it is. That is a 4LOM. 4LOM. I think it's from, I don't know, one of the original 3 Star Wars movies, though. Empire Strikes Back, the first movie, or Return of the Jedi. What's the first movie? A New Hope? Is that the name of it? That's bad, huh? Of course, I've seen all 3 of those many times. But yeah, just $5.99 plus shipping for that guy. Okay, so yeah, I already wrapped it up. I'm actually going to send this priority mail. Frankenbox using 2 of these 12 by 12 by 8 boxes, and some void fill, and then a little bubble wrap. It'll make it fine. But there was a funny message attached to this one. Let me read it to y'all real quick. Hi there, if it's possible, would you be willing to leave out the fact it was bought on eBay, both on the shipping label, Sharpie over it maybe, and also the price on the packing slip, if there is one, as it's a gift from my grandparents. Thank you so much. So another VCR is being sent as a gift, which is awesome. I didn't know used VCRs as gifts were a thing, but apparently they are, because here's another person telling me it's a gift for their grandparents, and apparently they're ashamed to shop on eBay, I guess. I don't know why. It seems like that, you know, the used VCR would preempt the fact that it was bought on eBay. All right, I wanted to share this with y'all real quick. This is that VCR, and it's in that Frankenbox, and it's, you know, it's well padded in there. But it's not always, like I usually say ship VCRs FedEx ground. Well, it doesn't always make sense. FedEx would have cost 12 something this time, and USPS priority was $10.67 for this package, because it's going to Texas, I think around the Houston area, which is really close. So yeah, priority made sense this time. Priority was $10.67, FedEx ground was 12 something, and parcel post was like 10 cents cheaper than priority. So I use priority. So, you know, sometimes, especially on something like that, where anytime something's going close by, even if it's heavy, check your priority stuff out. That one's only 10 pounds though. It might be a good idea to offer FedEx ground first on a lot of stuff like that, and then, but also offer priority shipping as a an alternative. So talking more about that, that last thing, that's one of the reasons I like to do calculated shipping on, like on smaller stuff, it doesn't matter, I guess, as much. But on bigger stuff that's a little heavier, I feel like doing calculated shipping versus free shipping or even flat rate shipping. This is just my opinion. But that one's going to like the Houston area. And if I was doing flat rate, I would probably be like tacking on enough money to be able to ship the thing to California, you know, which means it would probably ship somewhere around California, because that would mean, you know, that would make it competitive to ship there. But the fact that I did calculate it made me probably cheaper than most other sellers to buyers, I should say, to buyers that live around me. So I think that is one of the big strengths of calculated shipping whenever you're dealing with stuff that's heavier. All right, it's nighttime now, and took like, I knocked off at about 5:30, and it's about 10 o'clock now, so I decided to come back out and do a little more work. Update on Sash: no pay, no communicate, and I'm pretty sure my buyer won another Sash tonight. So I mean, I reached out to them, and I'm keeping it professional. I opened up a unpaid item case earlier tonight, so I'll just go through the rigmarole. And you know, I said I expected it could happen, and it happened differently than I thought, though, because this buyer actually looked pretty decent. It wasn't like a zero feedback account or anything. So gonna be some rigmarole. The shirt got paid for, though, so there is that. The shirt was what, 205 or whatever it was, so I can't be too mad. I'll just have to, and I'll get that stuff sold. It's just a pain in the butt. I just wish it would have gone smoothly. But I did have some good news. Started digging around in some of those boxes back there. I listed a bunch of other stuff earlier. I didn't touch this stuff yet, but I did order some beta tapes to use for testers. But I went back there looking for the sealed games. I thought I had maybe 3 or 4, and I started taking a closer look, and these are all sealed. All these are sealed PC games, and I don't know what they're worth yet, but I imagine they're pretty good. Empire Earth, that was a good game. I played that one a bunch. I really liked that. Civilization is a pretty popular franchise. Age of Empires, I don't know about some of these other games. Call of Duty's in there, but I mean, I don't know. A game like that is so produced, and it's fairly new, so I don't know. I'm gonna start working through these, though. Get these listed. I've got a Rise of Nations and expansion here. Might stick those together depending on what the market looks like. Oh look, I got Rise of Nations, and Rise of Nations. That's two copies of the full game right there. So yeah, that's pretty cool, though, right? All sealed. Some of the boxes are a little rough, but all the seals are intact on everything. So anyways, I will see y'all tomorrow, and who knows what we're going to get into then, but I'm sure it's going to be fun, sorta, if you're into shed stuff. Take care, guys. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye bye.